Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. Today I wanted to talk about all regarding Cyberpunk 2077. As you guys may have known already earlier, I think it was earlier this month, regarding that the news has surfaced that the PlayStation Taipei game show lineup now was going to be featuring the Cyberpunk 2077 in any sort of way. But obviously there was a very little known about it and at that time. But however, we actually have now a clearer picture and what's actually going to be happening. And CD Projekt Red will be actually sharing, well, and I quote, previously undisclosed content from the Cyberpunk 2077. But we got some fucking bad news. This will be only shown to the specific audience, meaning that we're not going to be able to see this publicly. All the people out there and all of you guys who are watching this video as well, you guys are not going to be able to see this unless if someone brings in the camera, records the whole thing. So hopefully that we will be able to see for ourselves as well exactly that they're talking about, and of course what exactly that they're showing. So yes, this is not going to be exactly public, at least not on that day. Now, we don't know as well if it's going to be available to everybody in few days, few months, who knows. There's just no disclosure on that part, unfortunately. Now, again, I'm very disappointed to hear that about this news, but also I can see why in some cases. If the game would have been coming in April, yeah, I think we would have actually seen this by now, like a public gameplay, whatever they could be showing it. But because the game has been delayed all the way till September, I feel like the CD Projekt Red may want to hold off on a few things, not to keep, not to overhype the expectations and just get wrong ideas in people's heads, and maybe that's why they're holding it off a little bit. Maybe they did that on purpose. I respect that. That's fine. It's understandable. I can wear it off and hold off a little bit longer if that's necessary. And actually, this is a nice transition to my other second topic. This is regarding that why the delay has happened for the Cyberpunk 2077. There were some rumors going through and saying, for example, because of specifically the Xbox One fault, that it could not run the games very well. So unfortunately, they had to delay it because there were some rumors regarding that if the game Cyberpunk will not be able to run by January 2020 well on the Xbox One specifically, then unfortunately they're going to have to delay it. But that's not exactly confirmation from CD Projekt Red, nobody, and that was just more of a rumor. But then we actually got a clearer picture of why that was the case, and it's regarding as well why so many fans were saying that could have been the reason, and everyone took it to heart and saying that that's just a confident and confirmed reasoning why the game was delayed. In fact, Cory Barlog, and he's the developer of the God of War, he actually kind of made it clear and understanding reason why he kind of, he cleared things up a little bit basically. And anyway, he written this, he tweeted anyway, and anyway, just listen to this. In truth, we often probably do not want to share this because for some reason we believe people will jump to apocalyptic conclusions and get angry. That's very true. I can't say I speak for the industry, so fellow devs shame in the disagree or correct if you feel your experience is different, but I feel this to be true for most games. Games are very ugly for a long time until they're not. Traditionally, that's right near the end. This is due to the absolutely fucking bananas level of complexity and moving pieces required to make really any game today. We are more often than not going on passion and believe that the vision of the buggy plus duct taped together thing is going to take, is going to come together in the end. To me, there's nothing shameful or nefarious about the game not running well in the development. We are all obviously want to release the smoothest, most bug-free experience humanly possible. Sometimes we mostly succeed, sometimes we don't. But it is never because we did not try. This actually has a very nice clear clarity. I like the way also Cory Barlog specifically cleared up few things for the CD Projekt Red, the Cyberpunk 2077. Seems like he's excited for the game as well, of course. Well, he's a developer, of course he's going to be supportive about these things. And after when he posted this, by name, basically CD Projekt Red Senior Quest designer Philip Weber, he actually commented as well and saying like, and I quote, Cory Barlog hit the nail on the head. Of course, we're optimizing for the Xbox One and for the PlayStation and for the PC, because that's what you do in the last stretches of the game development. While the game is made, lots of things are unoptimized because they're all in flux, changing, and still not finished. So simple answer is like, they delayed the game because X, because this reason might make for a good rumor, but don't hold a lot of truth. There's always many reasons, among them, and I can speak for myself, simply fixing bugs so the game is polished as possible. No hidden agendas, just working on making the game better. That's just more or less pretty much clarifies exactly that the reason why they had to delay the game wasn't because of the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, as people like to call it, because of the rumors, and that's what people started believing because of those rumors, and nothing was clarity on that part. And it's been cleared up that in fact it was all just to fix up the bugs, clearing them out, making the game as best as it can be. Now that's really up to you to believe what the developers are saying regarding it. Maybe that was just a only reason why they wanted to, push back the date and delay the game, of course. Personally, for me, I don't care, because I'm playing this on PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm gonna get it on day one, that's for sure. Now I understand a lot of people saying, I'm just gonna wait until the next generations of consoles until this game comes out, and I'm not gonna have any of these issues. For example, it's gonna be the best possible quality, perhaps even 60 FPS. Well, I'm sure at this point I'm certain it's gonna be 60 FPS, and that's what people are saying. Now, well, to be honest, in some cases I kind of don't believe you, because when the game comes out, you're gonna be like, oh man, I want to play this game, because after so many reviews and like masterpiece, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, and you're like, fuck this, I'm not waiting, I'm buying it right now. It's just like you would not be able to hold off not purchasing for yourself the game. So anyway, but that's just really is your your fault, your opinion of how you want to go about and buy the game, because we have no idea anything regarding of the next generations of consoles for the Cyberpunk 2077. But I personally think it's complete bollocks that this game will never be coming on the next gen. That's bull. That's complete bull. 7 to 8 years of developing on the game. Of course they're gonna be releasing this on the next gen, 100%. Now I understand they never said oh, we're confirming it, because what they have only mentioned that there's no talk regarding of the next gen consoles, that they will be optimizing it anyway. That's okay, that's fine, that's understandable, but I don't know, a couple more months or so, maybe even a year, not too sure. I'm sure they're gonna re-release the game on the next generations of consoles as well, just like it is coming also on the PC. I definitely can see it coming on the next gen. Now a lot of other people said as well, because of the next gen consoles, they want to get it closer to the release date. That's why they also could have delayed it. Maybe they wanted to optimize for the next gen at the same time while they had the game to themselves, not released to the public, at least not yet. And maybe that could have been the reason as well. But again, that just clarified that mostly the only real reason is because the glitches, bugs, and that sort of stuff. They want to simply polishing up the game as much as possible to make the best game possible, humanly possible. So there's no hidden agendas, and maybe that's just the whole thing. Maybe the whole thing got out of the proportion because the rumors speculating, and that's what people thought it was the fact. And obviously it's not the fact at all. Well, at that, I think that's that. I have shared my opinion and thoughts and a bit of everything. And yeah, that's all I've got for today. Alright, well, then thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. See you guys all later. Have an awesome day. And yeah, have a good one.